Oh, man.
I'm great, actually. Life is so fun.
Life is good right now?
Yeah.
Higher Learning's doing well?
Higher Learning's doing really well.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I saw that. We've had some of the cast on already on the show.
Did you?
Yeah, and we had the director on, and it was yeah, it's a very good movie. I went and saw it. I enjoyed it a lot.
John Boy, he's a great guy, isn't he?
Yeah, intense.
Very nice man.
Intense, yeah.
He takes his work so seriously. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
really...
now you finished the movie how long ago? It was like...
That was a while ago. That was summerish time. That was like August.
Right. So this movie was done for you a little while ago, and
yes, it was.
And you took a trip, right? You
yes.
took a trip afterwards, because I thought this was really unusual. You went to where was it?
I went to Tibet.
You went to Tibet?
Yes.
Because not many people do that when they wrap a movie. Say, now it's time for me to cool off and go to Tibet.
Yeah, it's kind of a wanderlust sort of thing. It's like it's a free roaming. You know, I grew up in Woodstock, you know, upstate New York, so I had this sort of like wandering hippie aspect to myself. So I had to.
Do you drive a VW bus?
No, I don't actually, but I love them. I would like to. But I did. I went to Tibet. I went trekking. It's an absolutely beautiful place. I was there for a month. I was camping for
really. So you didn't just go to Tibet and stay like in a luxury 5-star hotel. You actually walked around.
Yeah. I walked to around the east face. Hi. Does anyone ever like talk to you over here?
Sometimes. Sometimes they do. It's fine. He won't bite. He's nice.
So I was camping. I walked to the east face of Mount Everest. It's called the Kangshung face. I walked to Land's End. It's like we went up to like 18,000 feet, and.
Doesn't that like where the oxygen stops?
It gets pretty rarefied up there.
I need oxygen to get by. I don't know about you, but
but it was great. I mean, I didn't take a shower for a month, which I had never done before.
Really?
Yeah. I was in a tent. I had like a little. They came with washing water every morning to my.
You went a month without bathing?
Yeah, I did. It was spectacular.
Well,
my hair looked really good by then. I had to, and it was so cold, you know, because it was. I mean, it's Mount Everest. It's cold. It's cold there. You're in glaciers, wind whipping, all this kind of stuff. So I had this hat that I would wear every day, and boy, my hair was just like stuck inside that hat. It was fierce.
This is a really disgusting picture, actually, you're painting.
Yeah, isn't it?
Now, what happens to you when you're just? I mean, because you're walking around Tibet, sort of like Kane in Kung Fu. You're not showering. You know, you're getting really dirty and sweaty. Did your personality change at all when you did this?
I felt myself to be like a blue sheep, actually.
A what? A blue sheep?
No.
Okay.
No, it's my.
You just went somewhere really great, man.
Yeah, right. No, it was like a.
You just took a weird trip, man. What?
It's sort of an animalistic thing that happens. I think being in the mountains, it's like you know there's none of this stuff that you're supposed to do. It's like all you have to do is like wake up at sunrise and walk. So it's like, what do you do? What are you going to do with your day? It's like it's really wonderful. All these like layers of things that seem to be important but really aren't sort of fall away.
Just all kind of just disappear, and so you became like an animal.
Look at my teeth. See that?
Oh yeah, you've got a fang actually.
Exactly.
Wow. Me, I just like to go to like a really nice hotel and watch cable. You know?
Yeah.
But that's me.
That scares me, Conan. That scares me.
I know.
Stuff falls away that way too.
I know. Layers crumble there.
Start to find what's important.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Cinemax, very important. Now, did you? What do they have in Tibet? Tibet is where they have yaks, right? They have yaks in Tibet?
They have yaks. They have they have many things. They have yaks and yak products up the wazoo. They have yak.
This is, what are you talking like yak jerky? What?
No, what they have is they drink yak butter tea. They have butter lamps made of yak butter. That's the fuel that they burn by. They smear the yak. They bring the yak butter to the monasteries and offer it to the gods, the yak butter. And they put it in their hair and on their skin as kind of like a moisturizer. And they also use yak dung as for fires, which has a great smell.
Let's just, romantic evening around a yak dung fire. Eating yak jerky.
It's great stuff. And,
that's incredible. Yeah, I just picture a whole country where literally everything is made out of a yak in some form or another. People are like driving around in dried out yaks with motors in them. You know?
that's an interesting imagination you got there.
Well, I'm a weird freak. Now,
Power to you.
huh? Yeah,
I said
thank
more
you.
power to you. It's a
Thank you
great
very
thing.
much. So you're away all this time. You mentioned a monastery. Did you actually go and see a monastery?
Yeah, I went to many monasteries. Very, very, very beautiful.
I would think you would be a distraction at a monastery. You know, if I had, do you know what I mean? Aren't they supposed to be away from women, and aren't they supposed to be kind of very pure and?
They have people coming in. You know what's wonderful about the monks there is that they're not like they don't have any affectations of holiness. So they're not like really sober all the time. I mean, they're laughing, they're having a good time, they're like joking around, they're playing with one another. It's really nice, you know.
They don't feel like.
What?
When you, no, no, goofy monks is a very fun image.
Monks. No, it's like, I mean, I was shocked actually. I expected everyone to be like, you know, very quiet and like this all the time, but they're not. They're like joking around with one
When you
another.
said they're not sober, I just imagined a lot of drinking.
Exactly. Exactly.
Monks hanging out of the tower. Yeah,
But you know what's beautiful.
we rule. Yeah.
What's beautiful about them is that they're very open to people. I mean, if you sort of come in and look interested in what they're doing, they very much like to share their experience with you and introduce you to their culture and let you partake in what they're doing. So, for example, I went to see hear them chant because you know they do this beautiful chanting. And I was in this place called the Jokang Monastery, and it's a sacred temple and everything. And they have very young monks too. They start when they're very young, and they were like in this enclosed area, and they saw me like looking at them like this. I was so fascinated, and they let me come in and sit with the monks. And then I was kind of like sitting far back. They were up there, and there's this like 12-year-old little monk kept like looking back at me.
12-year-old monk?
Yeah, they really. I mean, they
That's
start
a
when
huge decision to make it 12.
No, they start when they're like 5. They start really young. Yeah, but anyway, I was staring at this kid. He was like it was so wonderful to me, and he kind of like waves me over and rolls out this little piece of carpet for me, and I sat right behind him. I was sitting like this close to him, and he was like so happy. He was like nodding like this. Like,
yeah.
This is where it's at, and I thought it was really, really beautiful. And they come over and they give you like an older monk came and gave me this white scarf, which is a symbolic gesture. They do it, and it's like a blessing.
I bet
So
you
the
it was
whole thing
made
is
of
very
yak. I bet you it was
Yes, it
some
smelled
kind
like
of
yak.
It smelled of yak.
It smelled like yak.
That sounds like
for
that's
sure.
a cool trip, though. It sounds like
It
a
was
good
really
time.
beautiful.
Do you feel like now it must be weird to be back? You're back now, and you're riding around in cabs and chewing bubble gum
it
and
happens fast.
listening to a Walkman.
But
yeah.
I still have my picture of the Dalai Lama.
What? Where is it? Oh, down there. Oh. Cool. You actually have a little picture of the Dalai Lama?
I actually
Is his
do.
picture on everything else? Is it like Elvis there? Is it just there are plates? And
Actually, it's illegal, which is very sad.
Oh, that's
they're
right.
not allowed to have
They can't
photographs
have it, that's
of,
right.
of the Dalai Lama, which is sad.
So where did you get that? You actually got that there?
This was contraband.
Oh.
Yeah, it was someone that was there that I befriended over there had this, and you know a lot of people have them, they just hide them, and he wound up giving it to me,
Very
actually,
cool.
which was touching.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
And the movie is Higher Learning.
Higher Learning.
We're out of time, but
my
Higher
God, that
Learning
was
is the
so
movie. People
fast.
should check that out.
Yeah,
And
please do.
yeah, and
Please
you're working on a movie right now. Is that right? Or you just finished wrapping it or something?
No, I have another one that's going to come out in October or November, probably.
Do you want to just mention the name of it?
It's called Of Love and Shadows.
All right. People should watch for that. It was very nice meeting
Nice
you.
meeting you,
Thanks for
Tony.
coming.
Thanks.
Sounds like a neat trip. Jennifer Connelly, everybody. We'll be right back with Sister Jean K.